Hi, good morning everybody. In this video, game day, the Sabres are back in action for the final stretch run of the season. Let's look at it coming up. All right guys, I'm gonna have a busy day, I'm hoping today. I've got a few videos lined up this morning and I plan on trying to get some out later on this evening with the post game after, to try to get back the channel going on its feet. I know I've been out of commission to a degree, more than I normally do, but I needed to freshen up. I guess spiritually would be the right word, and get back on my feet. So let's take a look at let's look at the. I want to first go through the lineup and practice. Okay, I found this interesting, so I'm gonna put up a clip of it instead of just reading it out this time. So let me get that there and let you guys have a visual. Okay, here we go. Okay, you can see now on the first line, they got Skinner, Thompson, Olofsson for now. I mean, this is very possible, I think, what they're going to do, because Olofsson's been rolling and Tuck has been, I won't say sliding, but he has just not seemed himself for a while now. So they might go with these lines today. I'm not saying it's 100%, but there's a good chance. So we got Skinner, Thompson, Olofsson, Krebs, Middlestat, Tuck, Asplund, Cousins, Okposo, Bjork, Gergensons, Hinostroza. And then we have the also rans at the bottom of Eakin and Hayden, of course. And on defense, Bryson, Dahlin, Owen Power, Yokiharu, Butcher, Fitzgerald, Miller, Pizik, and Anderson, Tokarski, and Nets. So I guess they'll just mix that up whichever way they want to mix it up today. And the truth is, I don't want to make it sound bad, but it would be good practice against Philadelphia to play around with the lines a little and see what, what kind of chemistry we can get there going. I mean, I don't want to break up the first line, to be honest, but if they do for a game and try it out and see how it works, I just think we'll miss Tuck's physical presence on that first line, which I'm not crazy about. But again, Olofsson has been better as of late. He's been scoring a lot. And that's something I want to talk about, actually, going into these games. Now, I want to also look over at this. Okay, after today's game, okay, we got 5 other games. And this is something I'm going to go into, actually, in another video, but we'll talk, let's just talk about today's game, and we'll take it from there, because I do want to go a little more, and I don't want to drag this into like a 20-minute video, so I want to talk a little bit more about the schedule in another video. So look, on going into this one, I think we're gonna have to play with a sense of desperation, I hope, because I don't want to take Philadelphia lightly, guys. They are coming into this game, I believe they're 2-8, right? They are, yeah, they're 2-8. And all those 8 losses, they've let in 4 goals or more. I checked it out. And they've lost 3 in a row. They're 10, 21, and 5 on the road. They're just really bad this year. And now without Giroux, I mean, there's just no excuse. We shouldn't be able to roll on this team today. We're on home ice. We've just finished a brutal stretch of 8 games, which we went 3-5. And I would have loved 4-4, mind you. I would have loved 4-4, but it just makes us have to fight that much harder down the stretch to get this 30-win mark, which we got to win 3 of our last 6. So the Sabres, our last 10 now are 4-5-1. We're 14, 18, and 6 at home. So you look at Philadelphia. We've scored 20 more goals than them. We've let in 17 fewer, or sorry, 3. 3 fewer. I was looking at another team there. Yeah, so, have we had the best of years defensively? No, of course not. We haven't. But we've showed so many signs that this team is coming back, right? I mean, the culture change was the first one. We knew that, I think. I think we knew going into the season there was already a culture change under Granato last year, I thought. Late last year, after he took over for Kruger. I thought there was a culture change right away. I could see it in the hallways with the guys attitudes and stuff. You could just tell there was something going on with this team. We've got 6 games to, let it go, I guess would be the right word. We got 6 more games, and we got to let go this season, which a lot of us welcome that since it's a non-playoff year and it wasn't a fun year again. But it was a year of vast improvement, eh? It really has been. So this can really finish out nicely for us this season if we approach these 6-game series, and I think the boys will. I think they will. I think we're going to go into this game with a chip on our shoulder that we believe we're a better team than them, and we're not just going to let them come in and upset us in these 2 games. So I'm hoping the Sabres can go into these 2 games and take both of them. Would be ideal, really. I mean, it would set up the 30 wins to be no problem after that, really. We just need 1 more win in 4 games. We should be able to manage that. So this is what I'm hoping, because I've got goals for this season too. I'm going to go over that in the next video. But today, I think, guys, we got to have more than 4 hits. I don't want to go into this game and win it like 4-2, and we had 6 hits in the game. I don't want to get into that habit again. We got Boston coming up soon, and we can't have that attitude. Being physically lazy attitude, we can't. So I want that not to happen like last game. Last game was just, we were non-existent that way. And yeah, we could have still maybe had a bit of luck. It might have turned, but it wasn't going to. When you're not making a statement on the ice with your body and you're only trying to do it with your sticks, this is hockey. It's going to backfire. So my guess, honestly, my thinking was after is that Granato might have just given the green light not to be so physical in this game. Let's practice our passing game in this one. Who knows what his message was to the room. But I don't, when you just come off a game where you had 35 hits and you looked impressive in that game on the ice too, I mean, why change anything? Or it's just learn. The kids just didn't show up physically the next game, and that same intensity is hard to draw from because you're looking around at each other and you're trying to figure who's going to get it started. And anyway, it was frustrating last game, guys. It was a frustrating loss. And I believe we made St. Louis look a lot better than they had to look because we just kind of let them have their way on the ice. And you can't do that, and today's going to be an example of that. I mean, this is the Flyers. Any Sabres fan doesn't want to lose to the Flyers. I don't care how good or bad their seasons went. You guys know what I'm talking about. We don't like losing to Philly. That's another team that Sabres fans don't like losing to. And yeah, I agree with that. They're one of our rivals that are not in our division. They're still a rival. They always will be. Since the 70s, this is always going to be a rival. So I'm hoping that we go in there and really take it to them today, come out angry. Look, we've lost, what is it now? A few in a row, and then we won, and then we lost, and it's like, it's time to get back into winning ways again before the season's out, because I don't want to close this season out something like 1-5 down the stretch and then finish like 2-9 down the stretch or something, because then if we're not as looking forward to October. I mean, it's important. The stretch run is important. It really is. It's as important, I believe, as a stretch run going into the playoffs for the next year. You want to end off on a high note. So we're going to see how the boys react. Let me close my computer, guys. God, I always leave it open, and I got another video to make. So the stretch run is important, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video because I think there's some things we have to look at that kind of are important to that dressing room, if not to us. There's the goals I've laid out on. I'll talk about. There's some goals I laid out I'd like to see happen on the team before the season closes. And if we can just go out there and take the body more, they'll win. The Sabres will win. It's that simple. If they go out there and they throw like 25 hits or more today, they'll win this game. I'm sure of it. Their passing game is good enough now. But if you noticed, last game, and I'm going to close on this, guys. If you noticed, you might have seen that last game, our passing wasn't on, right? It just wasn't on. It was. I know we generated shots there, but that where we're throwing the puck around smoothly and everything, it really wasn't on. And I really believe if we played the full 60-minute game, all of it, it would have been. And that's, it starts to create self-doubt when you know you're kind of cheating your way in a game. And I think the boys knew in their hearts that they were kind of cheating themselves a little by, avoiding contact in that one. So anyway, just my thoughts on that. All right, guys, that's it for this one. I'm going to jump into the next one. I've got a busy day ahead. I'm going to a friend's to watch the Oilers game with him. He's an Oilers fan. And then we're watching the Sabres game after, and then I'm coming straight home to do the post game then, and maybe I'll toss up another video with that. That's the plan anyway. I want to put out 4 videos today. Yesterday, I was literally sleeping all day. Don't ask me why. I just was. I was sleeping all day. All right, so I'll see you guys in the post game. Go Sabres, and I'll see you right now in the next video. See you then, guys.